Something's definitely off in Hollywood's favorite unexpected couple. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, once the internet's obsession, might actually be falling apart. Rumors are swirling everywhere, from red carpet no-shows to secret whispers about a breakup before Christmas. And when you look closely, it's not hard to see why. He's deep in his Marty Supreme press tour, chasing Oscar buzz and global fame. She's craving family life, more kids, maybe even marriage. Different timelines, different worlds, but one very public love story that suddenly feels fragile. This is the reality behind Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's romance. The story no one in their circle wants you to hear. Because what started as Hollywood's sweetest surprise might be heading toward its quietest goodbye. Before we get into it, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, takes half a second, and hey, if Kylie and Timmy can survive paparazzi, you can survive one click. Before there were whispers of a Kylie Jenner-Timothée Chalamet breakup, there was genuine disbelief that these two were even a thing. Spring 2023, paparazzi caught Kylie's black Range Rover pulling up to Timothée's LA mansion, and the internet instantly lost it. People magazine dropped the story first. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, the new couple nobody saw coming. Fans called it the soft boy and the billionaire crossover event of the decade. At first, it didn't seem real. Kylie was fresh out of years with Travis Scott, 2 kids, a public split, and a promise to focus on herself. Timothée? He was Hollywood's golden boy, the brooding Dune and Call Me By Your Name star who avoided public relationships after Lily Rose Depp. 2 completely different worlds. Makeup mogul meets method actor. And yet sources claimed they clicked instantly at Jean-Paul Gaultier's Fashion Week after-party. Kylie supposedly found him refreshingly private. He liked that she was more down-to-earth than people think. And for a while, it looked like something real was forming, the kind of quiet relationship that grows behind closed doors, away from headlines. But as with every Kardashian-adjacent love story, privacy doesn't last forever. Because when your name is Kylie Jenner, the spotlight doesn't follow you, you carry it. And soon, that light started creeping toward Timothée, too. First came anonymous tips, then blurry dinner photos, and finally that now iconic sighting at Beyoncé's concert, a kiss caught on camera that set Twitter on fire. But that was just the beginning. The moment the world saw them together, the fantasy couple had to face a very real challenge, being in love while the entire planet watches. Once Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet stepped into the public eye, their romance transformed from rumor to cultural event. The Beyoncé Renaissance Tour kiss, yeah, that one, wasn't just PDA. It was a statement. There they were, Kylie laughing like a teenager in love, Timothée whispering something that made her blush, surrounded by stars like Kendall, Justin, and Haley. Within minutes, the clip went viral. Fans posted slow-motion edits, dramatic music, even entire TikTok compilations captioned, "He's in love, fur." Then came the U.S. Open. Kylie and Timmy were spotted courtside, matching sunglasses, his arm casually draped behind her seat. It wasn't forced. It wasn't staged. It looked normal. For once, the internet said, wait, is this actually real? That's when Kylie officially entered the Celebrity Couple Hall of Fame. Their chemistry became impossible to deny. She started smiling differently in paparazzi shots, softer somehow. He seemed more relaxed, less untouchable. And suddenly, the billionaire beauty mogul and the indie film heartthrob were redefining what it couple meant in 2024. Not loud, not chaotic, just 2 people being weirdly, disarmingly normal together. But of course, normal doesn't trend, because as the months rolled on, fans noticed something else. the appearances started slowing down. No Coachella selfies, no Met Gala red carpet moments. And by October, that's when the whispers began again. Why wasn't Kylie at Timothée Marty Supreme press events? Why didn't he show up to her Kylie Cosmetics 10-year anniversary party? They'd been inseparable, and suddenly it was radio silence. People magazine reported they were taking space. TMZ hinted that their schedules were to blame, but fans online, they weren't buying it. Comments read things like, "They're done. She's deleting drafts right now." And Timmy's focus is on awards, not weddings. Still, others defended them. Kylie's raising 2 kids. Timothee's building his career. That's not drama, that's life. It was a fair point, but the internet doesn't like fair points. It likes theories. And the deeper you looked, the more it seemed like something was shifting. But what exactly changed? Well, that's where the family factor started to complicate everything. Before we get into that mess, quick break. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the Kylie Jenner-Timothée Chalamet roller coaster, hit that subscribe button. I promise it's easier than keeping up with the Kardashians, and you won't need a PR team after you do it. For all the glam, matching looks, and viral moments, one thing people forget is that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet live in 2 totally different worlds. He's chasing scripts, Oscars, and prestige. She's juggling billion-dollar beauty deals, photo shoots, and bedtime stories for Stormi and Air. Kylie's not the carefree 19-year-old who once hid her pregnancy. She's a 27-year-old mom who's built an empire. Her world runs on family, structure, and control. Timothy's world? Long nights on set, unpredictable schedules, constant travel, and a devotion to becoming one of the greats, as he said in that now viral award speech. And that's where things start getting complicated. Because when one person's life revolves around kids and routine, and the other's revolves around chaos and ambition, you eventually hit a wall. According to insiders close to Kylie's circle, she's been ready for something serious. Not another fling, not another PR-flavored romance, but stability. Marriage isn't just a fantasy for her anymore, it's a goal. Meanwhile, Timothee's focus couldn't be further from domestic life. He's got Marty Supreme releasing this winter, Dune 3 filming next year, and several hush-hush prestige projects lined up. He's building a legacy, and anyone who's ever dated an artist chasing greatness knows what that means. You come second. And while Kylie's never been short on patience, she's also never been one to wait around. People close to her say she's starting to feel like she's on standby, raising her kids solo while watching her boyfriend fly across continents. The internet, of course, made its own assumptions. Some fans said Timmy's too young to be a stepdad. Others argued that Kylie deserves someone who's all in. But the truth? It's not about age or fame. It's about timing. He's in his ascension era. She's in her nesting era. And no matter how strong the chemistry, mismatched timing can break even the most picture-perfect love story. Still, Kylie's never been one to give up easily, especially not when the world's watching. So, instead of stepping back, she leaned in hard. But that's when the real tension started, not between them as a couple, but between Timothée and the one thing you can't avoid when you date a Jenner, her family. Here's where things started to heat up, and not in a romantic way. Because if you date Kylie Jenner, you're not just dating Kylie, you're dating the entire Kardashian-Jenner empire. The cameras, the publicists, the family group chats, the constant, "who approved this headline" meetings. It's a lifestyle, not a relationship. And for Timothée Chalamet, who's built his career on mystery and privacy, that world was always going to be a culture shock. This is a guy who once said in a GQ interview that he fears being overexposed more than being forgotten. Now, imagine walking into Kris Jenner's house, where overexposure is practically the family business. Reports from the Times and E! News claimed that Timmy was hesitant about filming the Kardashians or being seen at family events. Apparently, he didn't want his image tied to the family's reality empire, a decision that, honestly, fits his brand. He's artsy, deliberate, and allergic to tabloid chaos. But for Kylie, family comes first. Always. You can't really separate Kylie from the Kardashian-Jenner machine. Her mom, Kris, has managed billion-dollar careers from her kitchen table. Her sisters are walking PR strategies. And when one of them gets into a relationship, it becomes content. Fans don't just ship you. They track flight paths, Instagram likes, and matching outfits like detectives on payroll. So when Timothée skipped family birthdays and holiday gatherings, it raised eyebrows. Was he avoiding them or just protecting his sanity? Some sources said he found the Kardashian world overwhelming. Others claimed Kris didn't fully approve of how private he was, especially after years of seeing Kylie with Travis Scott, who embraced the spotlight when needed. And then there's the image clash. Timothee's fans, mostly artsy Gen Z film lovers, weren't exactly thrilled about him joining America's most famous reality family. Meanwhile, Kylie's fans worried that he didn't match her energy. As one viral tweet put it, Kylie's living in HD, Timmy's living in a French art film. That contrast made them magnetic and messy, because while opposites attract, they also collide. Still, there's something deeper here, beyond fame, beyond family. Something that might explain why the fairy tale started to crumble just as fast as it began. Because when love meets pressure, rumors are never far behind. And that's where our next chapter begins. The speculation storm that made everyone question if this Hollywood romance was ever built to last. By the end of October, whispers had turned into headlines. Are Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet over? That question was everywhere, on TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, and even morning talk shows. It wasn't just gossip, it was an obsession. It started when Kylie showed up solo to her own Kylie Cosmetics 10-year anniversary event, a milestone moment, and Timothée was nowhere in sight. Fans expected a supportive boyfriend appearance, maybe even a red carpet kiss. Instead, nothing. No photos, no mention, no subtle heart emoji. Just silence. Then came the paparazzi shots. Kylie in New York without her usual Timmy hat disguise. She looked stunning, but noticeably alone. Meanwhile, he was halfway across the world on the Marty Supreme set, his first major leading role since Dune 2. People online started connecting the dots. Maybe this wasn't just about schedules. Reddit threads lit up. He's avoiding her family. She's over waiting for a proposal. They were PR from the start. Of course, every fandom picked a side. Kylie stans said she'd outgrown him, that she wanted a real partner, not a man chasing award speeches. Timothee's fans argued he'd dodged the Kardashian curse. And in the middle of it all, tabloids kept pouring gasoline on the fire. One anonymous insider told the Daily Mail that they were fighting over marriage and timing. Kylie wanted commitment. Timmy wanted career focus. Another said his team warned him that being too public with her could distract from his artistic image. Meanwhile, social media went full detective mode. Fans noticed Kylie had stopped liking his posts. She also deleted a photo from her camera roll that had his silhouette in the background. Subtle, but enough to send TikTok spiraling. And Timmy? He just kept working. No public comment, no denial, just radio silence. The kind that feels louder than any statement. Still, not everyone believed the breakup narrative. Some fans pointed out that Kylie had done this before, disappearing from social media when things got serious. They argued it could be a strategy to protect their relationship from noise. A few even said it's the calm before a bigger moment, like an engagement reveal. But the truth is, nobody really knows what's happening behind those designer doors. Hollywood relationships are rarely what they seem, and when your love life doubles as entertainment for millions, sometimes silence isn't mystery, it's survival. Still, one thing was becoming clear. This story wasn't just about romance. It was about two people caught between what they want and what the world expects. And as rumors started burning through the timeline, a bigger question emerged. Could Kylie and Timothée actually handle the pressure of fame and family and still hold on to each other? Before we dig into that final question, go ahead and hit subscribe. It's cheaper than therapy and way less complicated than decoding Kylie's Instagram captions. So, where do Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet go from here? Because right now, they're standing at one of those classic Hollywood crossroads. Fame on one side, feelings on the other. If you've been following the pattern, you can probably feel it too. Kylie's energy has shifted. She's quieter online, posting more about her businesses, her kids, her home life. Less about love, more about legacy. It's like she's moving from her soft launch era to her serious rebuild era. Timothee, on the other hand, is busier than ever. He's promoting Marty Supreme, signing on for Dune 3, and rumored to be circling a secret project with Martin Scorsese. He's entering his career-defining phase, and for an actor like him, that means total focus, red carpets, interviews, and months away from home. And here's the thing about relationships in Hollywood. Distance doesn't just test love, it exposes priorities. The question isn't, do they love each other? It's, can their worlds ever truly sync up? If Kylie decides to settle down again, she's not doing it halfway. She's got 2 kids, a family empire, and a legacy brand to protect. She's not looking for a casual romance. She's looking for a partner who shows up for birthdays, bedtimes, and boardrooms. But for Timothee, showing up might mean losing part of the mystique that made him famous in the first place. He's built his image on being untouchable, the rare A-lister who feels both everywhere and nowhere. To step fully into Kylie's world would mean surrendering some of that control. And that's the quiet tension at the heart of their story. Kylie wants presence, Timothee values privacy. 2 powerful people, both right in their own way, but walking in opposite directions. Still, let's be real. Hollywood loves the twist. Maybe we'll see them reappear at the Marty Supreme premiere, smiling like nothing ever happened. Maybe we'll get another viral kiss, another round of "they're still together" headlines. Or maybe, just maybe, this chapter fades quietly, the way it began, with no announcement, no statement, just distance. Either way, they've already done something few celebrity couples manage to do. They made people believe again. Because even in the middle of gossip, edits, and theories, there was a genuine spark that felt different, soft, human, maybe even real. And maybe that's the point. Even if it doesn't last forever, sometimes a connection doesn't have to. Sometimes it just has to remind you what's possible. But the question now is, will Kylie Faye make it through the noise or join the long list of Hollywood what-ifs? Either way, one thing's certain. This story isn't over yet. Because in Hollywood, silence doesn't mean the end. It usually means the sequel's coming. Before we wrap up, do me one tiny favor. Hit that subscribe button. It costs nothing, unlike Kylie's skincare line, and it keeps you in the loop for every twist, rumor, and red carpet plot twist coming next. At the end of the day, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet aren't just another celebrity couple. They're a mirror, reflecting 2 sides of modern fame colliding in real time. She's the definition of built-from-scratch success. A mother, a billionaire, a brand. He's the artist's artist, quiet, deliberate, chasing legacy over likes. Together, they looked like balance, the influencer and the introvert. But behind the curated photos and perfectly timed appearances, they've been trying to merge two completely different galaxies. And that's what makes their story so fascinating. Because beneath every rumor, every breakup headline, and every fan theory, there's something universal: the struggle of trying to love while building a life. It's the same question we all face, just with private jets and paparazzi. Whether they stay together or part ways, Kylie and Timmy have already changed how we see modern celebrity romance. They reminded the world that even billionaires and movie stars can't escape timing, pressure, and the chaos of expectations. And maybe that's why we're all still watching. Not because we want gossip, but because we see a little bit of ourselves in the mess. So, whether the next chapter is a red carpet reunion or a quiet goodbye, one thing's clear. This story isn't about perfection. It's about people. Two imperfect ones trying to make it work while the world keeps score. If you made it this far, you're officially part of the Timothee investigation squad. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button before Kris Jenner trademarks it. You know you want to. Thanks for watching. And remember, in Hollywood, love might fade, but the tea never dies.